So you are welcome today to the class, and I need to let you know that this class is going to be in batches. So we are starting the first batch of the class today, and as we are starting, I want you to find a way to write some things down, and as well, probably you may have some question. I'm going to undo that at the end of the class. So I have the slide that I have here. I'm not going to be touching the whole slide. I just want to move to where I want you to see. The slide is actually meant for us, but I'm going somewhere, so I just want to do an overview for us today. Then I will now use that to explain my point to us. Alright, so in the programming world, some of you must have seen this before, but add it to whatever you know, then we'll move on. In the programming world, we have all these items. We have a website, we have coding, we have web programming, we have database. This block here are very fundamental that everybody needs to know. So if you say you are a website designer, that means you want the part of website. But by the time you can do some coding, hard code, back end, add some machine hard code to it, that will make you to be a web programmer. So that means you must be able to design the website, hard code to it, then you're a web programmer, a web programmer, yes. Now, by the time you're now able to add a database to it, that makes you a software developer, like that. So in a nutshell, you don't need to stand by saying, I want to know how to design a website. You are just knowing some fraction out of many things that you're supposed to know. So a website designer just know a little thing. So you need to pick up a particular programming language, add it to it, and turn yourself to a web programmer. Web programmer is heavy. By the time you cannot do one or two database, add it to it. You're a software developer or a software engineer, however you want to call yourself. So now we have website, and then we have coding. Website is client side, client where everybody see that the client, everybody see it. And then we have the coding side, the code that the server side, nobody see the code side. So that's the difference between the two. So it's very important. Now, moving forward, when you have this, now this table just break the thing into two. This client side, these are all the languages. You may just pick 2, 3, 4 of all these languages. The one of the client side, you are okay. Maybe you know HTML, you know CSS, you can do Bootstrap, WinForm, JavaScript. Just know any. None of them is superior. Not that you have to know JavaScript. None of them is superior. You just have to know some of them. If it's only HTML and CSS, you are good. None of them is superior than each other. It's only that these days they are shouting more of JavaScript, and everybody want to call JavaScript. So just pick anyone, you are fine. And again, the server side, PHP, C++, C#, F#, Visual Basic, all those languages, they are the server side languages. You don't need to combine 3 or 4 or 5 of them together. Just know any 2. Like me now, when I was coming up, number 2 C++ was I started from. I leave it, and I was in Visual Basic. And from Visual Basic, I migrate myself to C#. And I think now I'm both of C# very well. But some people will do Java, some people will do Python, some people will do Ruby. Because you are doing Java doesn't mean that somebody doing Python is not doing well. No. Because you are doing Python doesn't mean somebody that is doing F# or PHP is not doing well. No. All of these languages, they are standard language. Just know any one of them and you are fine. Don't kill yourself. So don't join people to kill yourself by saying, it is Java, Python. No. Just know a few of them and you are fine. So then you'll be able to have, you can turn yourself to be a web app developer, that is also called website application or web application. They are just a short form, web app, website application, or just a short form of everything. But in those days we do more of a desktop application. It's only a desktop application is going bit by bit now, but it's still relevant. Some applications still run as a desktop application. Why most of the application now runs on maybe app or browsers and everything. They are all applications. They are all very fine. Now, anyone you know here will work for you. And again, when you begin to pick your languages, I have tools here. Here, this is .NET, and I need to show all this again before I go. This framework was used. It was used in those days, but these days many things has changed. But I need to pause it here. Let me now take you through step by step of, let's assume that somebody wants to do HTML. I want to pick this first one, website. I want to go into website. Then I go into coding. Let's go to website first. So, and I want to pick a particular language. So on the website, I want to pick HTML to start with, and I want to pick CSS. HTML is an hyper language. Now, I'm not going to be defining HTML or CSS for us. What I want you to do is take your Google, just browse what is HTML. Google will give you story and you'll be able to read what is HTML. But all I want to tell you that if you want to design anything that has to do with the website, the protocol that you have to follow is called HTML. That is the language that is recognized. Every other language, every of these languages, they follow suit under HTML. And HTML is being governed by W3 protocols. W3 are the one that owns HTML. They are the one that governs it. Go and read more about it. I don't need to be telling you the story of how HTML starts and when it does and no. But I'm going to be picking HTML now, and I'm going to be doing something nice with it.